Hi guys, today in this video I'm going to show you all the details about the Redragon K743 PRO with 84 keys. So it's not a standard TKL keyboard with 87 keys because they have replaced the top 3 keys here, which we are not using a lot, with a really nice display and a knob, but I'm going to show you the details later. I got this keyboard for free from the manufacturer, but it's still my honest opinion that because I would never claim something which is not true. By the way, I'm using already the K728. I hope you can see that here on the side. That's also a Redragon keyboard, using this since 1 month. And as far as I know, it has exactly the same switches, custom linear built switches, where the typing is cold, silky, cozy, creamy, and that's exactly what I've been feeling in the last month. So I absolutely loved it. But then I saw this very similar keyboard with the LCD display and the knob. So I wanted to try this very similar keyboard with this small upgrade here as well. By the way, we have also the south facing letters with the illumination. Yeah, Redragon, definitely one of my favorite brands when it comes to computer accessories. I've bought this awesome gaming mouse already many years ago, and that was not a sponsored device, and I've even bought it again after a couple of years. I liked it so much. So not only the design but also the quality seems to be really good. Never had any issues with them. We can see we have also 3 types of connection: wired, 2.4G and Bluetooth. And we have 5 layers of insulation. So if you like it super loud to annoy other people in the office or at home, that's not the keyboard for you. But if you still like the mechanical typing, but much softer, smoother, and less annoying for other people, that could be the perfect thing for you. And so let's take it out, see what we got. Everything nicely protected, and we can see there are no caps visible here on top. We only see them from the front. That's, I would say, normal daylight. So I think it's a nice compromise between a very clean look and still seeing everything here. Of course, you get also the instructions manual, nice Redragon stickers, replacement switches, even nicely protected here in this box. Wired connection or just to charge while you are using it wireless. And here the keycap and switch remover. As far as I know, we have hot switches, but I'm trying here offline, so I just grab one here randomly, pull it out. Yeah, it was really easy. Here you can see the writing again. And so let's also try to remove the switch. Yeah, it was super easy. Much easier than with other keyboards. Love this thing, and I think it's compatible with 3-pin and 5-pin, so you could even replace it, but I think there's no need for that. I really love this type of typing, so very easy to replace or just clean, put it back. USB cable is nice 2-in-1. First we have this protection, and we have this USB-A to USB-C connector, so we can use it directly with USB-C to C or A to C. Plug it here in the back to this mini PC, and then on the side here where we also have the selector for 2.4G off, which means wired and Bluetooth. I like also the design of the USB-C plug, so it's not sticking out here, nicely protected. So let's turn on the PC and see what we get here. Starts already with some nice illumination. And we can see the light definitely helps to see the keys much better. Here we can see it from all the sides, and here on the right side we have the 2.4G dongle, nicely stored. I think it has some nice resistance compared to some other models where I had the impression that it's rather easily falling out. Here it has some nice resistance, and here from underneath, just covered the serial number here. And as you can see, we have 4 soft rubber pads which keep the keyboard nicely in place, as you can see. But we have also some height adjustments, first level, second level, and both levels are also with soft rubber pads. That's awesome. much better than with some other keyboards. So of course with the wired connection we have instant connection, we have full anti-ghosting support, so I can hit any two keys at the same time, absolutely no problem. Go a little bit closer here so you can see it has always been typing nicely the two keys, and so I'm putting the microphone here and typing really hard, so hopefully you can hear something, but I've been typing harder than normal. Normally it would be rather like that, so I hope the microphone picked up something, but I can tell you with the silky, cozy, creamy, that's exactly how it feels and that's exactly how it sounds. Let's try also other connection possibilities. So I'm removing the USB-C cable, which is also charging, switching to 2.4G, taking out the dongle. You can see it's doing nothing. Just plugging the receiver here inside. I see already confirmation. And now let's try. Yeah, it's already ready to type. Definitely very responsive. There's definitely zero delay here. And for the Bluetooth, of course, we have to go to the Bluetooth settings, then switching on to Bluetooth. And as you can see, we have also the colors here, not only in the wired connection, but also in the wireless connections. So I hit the plus here, and so we click on add Bluetooth device, and then we have to press the FN and either 1 or 2 or 3 to activate one of the Bluetooth connections, and instantly it has been saying new Bluetooth device found. And so we have it here, clicking on that Bluetooth keyboard, device is ready. So let's try here. Yeah, exactly same thing, very responsive, pretty much no delay. I've tested all the connections and all have been working really good. Unless you are a pro gamer, you can also use Bluetooth. Now I've a little bit turned down the light to show you the light show of the keyboard a little bit better. And so for pretty much everything we have to use FN. Here we have 16 different presets, really nice. Even some gaming presets. We have some colorful ones, color changing ones. You can see here also for gaming. But I think there's even dedicated gaming mode like here. Switching further. Then within the different pattern we can change the color with FN, and the delete button doesn't work for every pattern, but you can see really nice difference here. And for the patterns where we have some movement like here, we can speed it up here on the right side or slow it down with FN, and left side we can increase the brightness with arrow up and decrease the brightness or make it even completely dark with arrow down. We have also different light patterns here for this extra LED light. By the way, if you're curious what's the best readable option, I think that's the one here, everything nicely readable. Maybe here not perfect on the side, but other than that everything really nicely readable. So the option here, let's go to the effect. As far as I can see, it's number 1, and the color, surprise surprise, it's called white. So you can see that would be blue, yellow, red, green, blue. But the white is obviously not a white, it's more like a purple. So it looks like there's no real white. By the way, even though we can't see it here because the writing is here in the front or south facing, there's a little bit less space here. So the extra functions are not described on the keycaps, but we still have them. For example, FN and F1, you can see reduces brightness. F2 will increase the brightness if supported. So we have still all the multimedia functions which we are used to, like search, go to previous track, next track, mute, volume up, volume down. And then of course to the highlight, this small display and the knob. I think it has a timeout. When it's not displaying anything, you can just hit the button. The cool thing, it shows the time and the date and the battery level. Also some other information, for example the caps lock here. So watch this nice light here for the caps lock, and there's much more. When we hit the button when it's active, we have the home where we have either the time or a GIF. So when I hit the GIF, you can see it's displaying some Redragon animation, pretty cool. but with clicking home we can go back to the time. But we have much more. We can also change the layout between Windows and Mac. We can change the effect of the keyboard, different color pattern. Hope you can see that here a little bit. I mean, it's the same thing which you can do with FN and insert anyway, but here you have it a little bit nicer. You can turn it also off, and you can also change the color. Same thing as we have with FN and delete. We can just push here on the knob and it's doing same thing. On the right side we have the brightness of the keyboard, speed of the animation, different languages, time format. We have even a button to set the time manually or just return. So you can see we have a lot of functions, and the normal function of course is the volume up and down. If you don't do anything, it's just changing the volume on the computer. But that's exactly what I wanted. And the cool thing, you can see you can easily operate it with one finger. And so I've been using it now for a while and it has been working really good, nice, smooth, works really great even for gaming here. Very responsive, definitely love this keyboard. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out, order one for you if you like. And so I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this keyboard, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time.